Hi guys, this is Laquita with QuitaBugHandmaids.com, and today we're starting our video just a little bit different. I'm over at my big shop. We're going to go ahead and start with our die cutting today. So let me just give you a close-up look of the card we're going to make today. Very cute, very quick and simple to do. It says, "Welcome to your new home sweet home." So let's go ahead and get started here with our big shop. I told you in my last video when we cut this label out that I was going to figure out a way to use it in another card. So this is the idea that I came up with. So this basic black piece has already been cut out. So today we're going to cut the white, the Whisper White label to go on the front of this card. So I'm using the Lots of Labels framelit dies, and I'm using the third from the largest framelit. So I've already got a scrap piece of Whisper White ready. I'm going to get my multi-purpose platform, my cutting plate, and then I'm going to lay down my scrap piece of cardstock and then my framelit on top, my second cutting plate. Whoop, now it's going to move. Let me do that again. It's shifting around. This is why you need the magnetic platform. I don't have it yet, but this is why you need it. Scoot that out some. There we go. So I'm just going to run this through. Okay, and that sound is normal. You're not breaking anything. Just getting everything cut out. Okay, so there we go. So let's go ahead to my craft desk and we're going to start putting this card together. So the stamp set that I'm featuring today is the Happy Notes stamp set by Stampin' Up, and we're using this image right here, the Welcome to Your New Home Sweet Home. So this is the Happy Notes stamp set, and we're also going to use one stamp from the Work of Art stamp set. Okay, so I'm going to take my Whisper White label that we cut, and I'm going to go ahead and I've mounted my stamp already, and I'm going to be stamping using the basic black archival stamping pad. And if you watched my video from earlier this week, I think it was Tuesday, August the 11th, I showed you that this stamp pad will be available beginning September the 1st. It's in our new holiday catalog. So I love this ink. It is a really nice ink. So I'm just going to ink up my stamp. And let me get this stamped down. Try and go around the camera. I hope I get it centered. Perfect. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get my ink put away. Okay, next I want to bring in some Stampin' Write markers. So I'm going to do a little bit of coloring. I'm going to be using the Lost Lagoon. This is Mossy Meadow. This is, I think, Tangelo Twist. And then this is Hello Honey. I'm just doing some simple coloring. This is my first time to really use these markers, so I'm not doing anything fancy. I just really wanted to play around with them and try it out. So I'm going to start with the, well, let me see if I can actually zoom this in for you guys. Okay, I'm going to start with the Lost Lagoon. Okay, so we're going to set this aside for now. And then I have got a piece of smoky slate cardstock. I've gone ahead and cut it at 8.5 by 5.5, and I've scored it at 4 1/4, so it makes an A2 size card when folded. So I'm going to leave it like this for now, and I am going to take 2 sticky notes because we're going to do some background stamping on here. I'm just going to turn it this way, and I'm going to take 2 sticky notes and just line these up right here because I don't want to get ink on the back side of my card. So I'm just going to line it up in the crease here. That looks good. Do another one over here. Okay, that should be good. Okay, and I'm going to be using the basic gray archival Stampin' pad. Again, this will be available September 1st in the new holiday catalog. And I'm going to stamp that little circle from the Work of Art stamp set. And I'm going to be stamping this all over to create my background image. So I've got my background stamping done. Some of you may be a little bit leery of just stamping loosely. You can measure it out a little bit more if you want to. I like to just kind of freehand stamp when I do a background. I'm not too concerned about if it's crooked, especially for just these polka dots. And I think it turned out great. Okay, so we can set this aside for now, and we're going to go ahead and take this piece, and I'm going to add some black and white baker's twine. As you can see, I did here, I added the twine and then I just tied a little bow. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so I think I've got my bow just about ready. Okay, I think that looks close enough. I can mess with it a little bit more later. So that's close enough. Just trim these ends. Alright. So now I'm going to go ahead and flip this over, and we will get some Stampin' Dimensionals added to the back. Okay, so now I'm just going to add, got my dimensionals ready, I'm just going to add this onto the center of my larger frame. Let's see here, I want to make sure I get it straight and centered. So now I'm going to turn this piece over and add some dimensionals onto the back of this piece. Okay, so I've got my 5 dimensionals on the back, and I'm just going to get these added to the, get this added to the front of my card. Okay, I think that's centered and straight. Wow, that looks pretty good, you guys. Look at that. Okay, so we can just give this a nice crease. Use the bone folder to crease that up. And there is the finished card. So let's bring in the original. So I think this turned out really, really cute, you guys. I really like it. So I hope you enjoyed today's card tutorial. If you visit my blog, I'll have the link below, QuitaBugHandmaids.com. I'll have a list of all the supplies that I used today, and you can purchase any of the supplies that I used today for this card. So I thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you again real soon with a new card tutorial. Bye!